After nearly a decade of waiting, it finally happened. Dragon Ball is coming back with not one, but two brand new anime projects in 2026. And this time, it's official, straight from Toei Animation. No leaks, no wishful thinking. So let's cut through every rumor and lay out exactly what's confirmed, what's still speculation, and what it means for the future of the franchise. Grab a seat, because this is the biggest Dragon Ball news in years. Here's the setup.
On January 25th, 2026, Toei Animation held a massive event called the Dragon Ball Genkidamatsuri at Makuhari Messe in Japan, celebrating the franchise's 40th anniversary. And that stage is where they dropped the news fans had been begging for since Dragon Ball Super's anime wrapped back in 2018. Two projects, both real.
Both in production. Let's break them down one at a time, and I'll flag every single claim with where it came from, so you can check it yourself. Project number 1, and the big one, Dragon Ball Super, the Galactic Patrol. This is a genuinely new anime, not a recut, not a remaster, and Toei confirmed production is already underway, revealing a teaser visual of the hero suited up in Galactic Patrol uniforms. For the first time ever, the story that continues past the last anime is getting animated. This is a huge deal, because ever since the Tournament of Power ended, the anime has been silent while the manga kept going. This is the part fans have only been able to read, finally coming to screen. If you've been following the manga, wondering when the anime would ever catch up, this is the answer you've waited years for.
Here's why that matters so much. The Galactic Patrol arc adapts the Moro storyline from the Dragon Ball Super manga, the saga where Goku and Vegeta team up with an intergalactic police force to stop a planet-devouring wizard called Moro. It's dark, it's high stakes, and it introduced power-ups the anime has never shown.
Confirmed by Toei on January 25th, 2026. This is the first anime adaptation of that post-Tournament of Power material. And to be clear on scope, the villain Moro and the Galactic Patrol premise both come straight from Toei's own announcement, not from a fan leak or a theory. So who's building it? The credits are stacked. Story, original concept, and character design come from the late Akira Toriyama himself, the creator of Dragon Ball. Akio Ioku, the longtime head of the Dragon Ball franchise, returns as executive producer, and the legendary Masako Nozawa is confirmed back as the voice of Goku. Nozawa, by the way, has voiced Goku across every generation of the series, which is a piece of anime history all on its own. The studio, as always, is Toei Animation. Every one of those names is officially confirmed, not rumored. Now, project number 2, Dragon Ball Super Beerus. This one is different. It's what Toei is calling an enhanced edition. They're going back to the God of Destruction Beerus saga and the Golden Frieza saga, the arcs that kicked off Dragon Ball Super back in 2015, and completely rebuilding them. We're talking a full re-render of every shot, newly drawn cuts, a reconstructed story, and freshly recorded voice work, score, and sound effects. In other words, they're not just cleaning up old footage, they're reanimating it from the ground up. Toei is treating these classic sagas the way a studio treats a landmark film getting a full restoration. And here's the timing. Dragon Ball Super Beerus is set to premiere in fall 2026, with official branded merchandise lined up for October 2026, which points squarely at that window. Toei's producer said the project actually started a few years ago, And on April 19th, 2026, a trailer confirmed the Golden Frieza saga would be part of the remake too. So this isn't a quick touch-up. It's a serious rebuild of where Super began. Let's put this in context, because a lot happened recently.
The last new Dragon Ball anime was Dragon Ball Daima, which ran for 20 episodes and ended on February 28th, 2025, with a finale titled Maximum. For anyone who missed it, Daima was a fun, smaller-scale adventure that shrunk the heroes down into a miniature world. It wrapped on an open-ended note, deliberately leaving room for more.
But here's the key detail. As of now, Toei has not officially announced a Daima Season 2. So these two 2026 projects are the franchise's real next step forward. That silence around Daima's future is exactly why these reveals landed so hard with fans. Now let's clearly separate fact from speculation.
Everything I've told you so far is confirmed. Here's what is not: rumor and speculation. Some outlets have suggested one of the announced beats could tie into a new video game, with names like a next Xenoverse thrown around, but that is unconfirmed. Speculation. Likewise, exactly how many episodes the Galactic Patrol will run and its precise release date have not been announced by Toei. So if you see a confident headline claiming an exact date, treat it with caution until it comes from Toei directly.
A few more things fans are guessing at, and I want to be crystal clear these are not confirmed. Speculation: whether the Galactic Patrol anime will continue past the Moro arc into the manga's later Granola storyline. Speculation: any involvement of a second animation studio, and rumor: talk of additional Dragon Ball films. Treat all of that as fan theory until Toei says otherwise. The confirmed core is 2 anime projects. That's the solid ground. So what does this actually mean for the franchise? For the first time in 8 years, Dragon Ball has a real official anime future, and a dual one at that. New fans get a gorgeous modern re-render to jump in with, Beerus. Longtime readers finally get the manga-only Moro saga animated in Galactic Patrol. It's a smart 1-2 punch. Honor the past, animate the future. It also keeps Dragon Ball in the conversation all year long, which for a 40-year-old franchise is no small thing. What should we realistically expect? If Beerus is a rebuild of existing arcs, expect faithful story beats with dramatically upgraded visuals. Think smoother animation and richer color, not a rewritten plot. For Galactic Patrol, expect fresh choreography and villains the anime has never shown. And remember, both projects are being handled by Toei's core Dragon Ball team, so the tone should feel authentic. Expect Toei to pace these carefully, likely in seasonal chunks rather than the old weekly forever model. Manage the hype, but the excitement here is completely earned. My honest take: Beerus is the safer bet to hit its window, while Galactic Patrol is the one to watch for the biggest surprises. Let's lock in the facts. 1. Toei confirmed 2 new Dragon Ball projects on January 25th, 2026. 2. The Galactic Patrol is a brand new anime adapting the Moro arc, with Toriyama, Ioku, and Nozawa attached. 3. Beerus is an enhanced re-render of the early Super arcs, premiering fall 2026. And 4. Everything else: a game tie-in, a Daima Season 2, extra films, is still just speculation. Bookmark those 4, and you'll never be fooled by a clickbait rumor. That's everything we actually know about Dragon Ball's return in 2026. Confirmed facts up front, rumors clearly labeled. No hype disguised as news. This is a huge moment for a franchise that basically defined action anime. If you want the real breakdown the moment Toei drops the next teaser, release date, or trailer, subscribe. Real news, clearly sourced, super fan energy. Drop a comment with which project you're most hyped for, and let's power up for 2026 together.